Rose was my mother. She was probably the nicest woman you'd ever meet, biggest sense of humor, and a nurse for over 40 years. Just a wonderful person that gave to everybody every chance that she could. Mom was born and raised just around here, just off on St. George. She was born there amongst 9. She married my dad and moved pretty much a little bit in and out of Chatham-Kent, but it was Blenheim, Erie-O, which she absolutely adored Erie-O. I think that was probably one of her best parts in life, was being out in Erie-O. She loved family. That was a big thing for Mom. So every family reunion, she was the person that lights up the room. She was that kind of humorous light. She worked shift work, tried to do the 8:30 to 4:30 thing, and things took different positions within the hospital. She'd come home and work was work, and the minute she hit the door, smile on your face, how was your school day, what'd you like for supper, or different things. But in the same token, it made us super independent. With the health challenges that she had them early in life. So whether it was things like knees and musculoskeletal breakdowns, or the heart attack, which ultimately took her out of the nursing role. Like most healthcare people, it's great to give others advice. You don't take your own. I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And she's very constant. She wanted to make sure we were okay. The house was okay. My father was okay. She tried to persevere and work through everything. And she had multiple things happen after that heart attack that ultimately led to hospice, but through the entire time, an ultimate fighter. Early August of 23, that's when things started to progress. More pneumonias, more doctor visits and things like that. The COPD, the illnesses and things like that, were starting to come to a point that they're completely irreversible and that the end stages were kind of near. A lot of the things that we had put in place at home just weren't able to manage symptoms. I personally have had several experiences at hospice. However, nothing prepared me for having it with my mom. But I knew of the place. I knew kind of an idea of what hospice was. I mentioned that to my family and said, what do you guys think? What does Mom think? And my mom, having all her faculties and everything else, she said, you know what? I think that's a good idea. What's truly special about hospice is really from the minute you hit the door. Like I said, I had experiences with it, but it's very different when it's your own mom. And coming through that hospice door and being welcomed like we were, it really was welcoming with open arms. That minute, I really felt the weight lifted off my shoulders, and I could see it in the face of my mom. She was no longer scared. I was able to be her son again, and she was able to be my mom. Everything is truly looked after. The design of hospice, the faculty, it is like they're superheroes because they're in and they're out, but they disappear, but they're there when you need them, and it is the most integral part within Chatham-Kent that has the biggest impact. When she did pass, the little ceremonies, everything was respected and everything was asked, and that was the biggest thing for my mom. Was so many things about her illness were dictated. They asked her, would you like this? Would you like that? How would you like some music? How would you like that? You ask it, they provided it. I'm truly thankful. Hospice impacts lives that you don't even see. It's not just with your family member here or the possibility of your family member or a friend being here. This isn't a closed place. It's not a scary place, not by any stretch. It's home.